I find a good question today on internet, and I try to explain it in my experience of afterlife. The question was that if we take with us our personality from Earth up to afterlife, that we still are doing and saying the same thing as on Earth, and so it's I go back in my thinking about the experience I have had with I have been sometimes in afterlife, and I will think about it, how it was, to could answer you about it. And it's November 26, I think it is, 2023. And it is, we are changed immediately when we passed away and we leaving here on earth. We are changed, and we don't have the body with us. It's only the spirit of us that is going up to afterlife, and that is the spirit that have we with us when we are coming to earth. But when we come to earth as a baby, newborn baby, we don't have anything with us. We don't have any people with us. What we have is some protection with a guardian angel or an ordinary angel with us, and that I have talked about, that when the angel is coming closer to our planet, and when the angel is walking here on earth, is it very fragile. It can be killed, an angel, but as long as this angel is only a spirit, it can't be killed. But as soon as it starts to come into a body and walk like parallel to that person, then it's also fragile like a human, and it can be killed. And that's why I have talked about it. That's why there is people that have seen angels sitting and crying at the side of a dead person, because it have failed to protect that person. But they should not cry, because it's our own decision what we do. They talking to us in many ways, but most people doesn't listen, and they do their own will and not listen. So in that way they have not failed, but they feel like they have failed and crying because that angel couldn't help that person to come back to afterlife. So there is a different way that some people can get a new chance to come to heaven, and some people it doesn't work out because they were not listening here on earth when the angel was talking to them, and the angel wanted them to do things that was good for them, and they denied it, and they listened at those preacher and people that say, if you hear something that is demons, it's the devil that talk to you. It is they talking like it never can be. Good things that talk to you. It's always negative when they're talking, so people don't listen, and they shouldn't accept it. It's they must make their own decision upon what they know and what relationship they have with God, and think about it in their brain to can it be true what I have heard? Is it true, or is it some lies giving to me? But it should always start with, can it be true that someone is talking to me? And so we have the decision, but now is it that I can't say that in my life because I didn't have that decision. I was sent. I was not sent to this planet to find out on my own. I had already been in heaven and been in the throne room of God, but I wanted to go back one more time because I thought I could help the world, and of course I feel sorry that I have not could help the world as I was thinking I should do when I come here on earth. And that is few people that understand what I'm talking about, and many is walking away like they did to Jesus when he was talking. People left Jesus. It was many that left, and few were standing in close to him and walk with him, and he was for most time lonely. And I have talked to you about it, that when I was homeless in United States, in Virginia Beach, I had Jesus with me. He was walking with me, and he was talking to me about his life. And that episode, that when I was talking about Jesus, when he was walking with me, my first step as homeless in United States, and the first step I took under God, and he told me about his life. But that episode, you that have listened at me, it was only few of you, my followers, that have downloaded all the episodes. I told you for a long time ago, maybe more than 1 year ago, I say that it can happen something that make disappear, the episodes disappear. So you should download all the episodes if you want to follow me step by step. And since I started with my podcast, it have happened many things that I was not thinking it should happen, but many things have happened, and it have gone step by step. And so you were very smart. You were good. That was follow me from the start, and I saw some in United States. You download all the episodes, and now this episode that Jesus was talking to me about his life, that is in an archive, and it's stored up. It have not been destroyed, but it is in history, and some of my platforms doesn't allow me to be more than 500 episodes, 500 chapter, but I have done as soon as be 700, and you don't know the first 200 now when you have not downloaded everything. And I can do more chapters so you can see it, but it costs too much money. It's for professional radio station like that can have that kind of episodes that people can listen at. So I can only tell you, most of you, that there is a chapter where we were talking, Jesus and I, about his life. And it's very interesting what he was telling about the technical things that was in his time, and what you don't understand is with the walls around the city, what it means in the Jesus time. Most people think it's about war, when it was war real, army against army, but it was also about people against people. And he told me where he was, that he was very seldom in the city, but he was outside and meet those people that was not allowed to come into the city. And so back to the subject for today. It was this, that do we have our personality? What is the personality? What is it? It's something that it can be negative and positive things. It can be that the personality is that you are weak and you are frightened about everything that is new things, and it can be negative that you doubt everything. You don't believe in anything. And it can be positive also, that your personality is to be happy and have no fear. Here on earth is it bad to not have any fear, because fear normal fear can be good because it protects us from bad things. So it's not always a bad fear. But the fear can also stop us to get more knowledge. And like it is in my case, that not so many want to listen at me, so they don't get to understand and know afterlife what it is. And then the personality, that is, it is something that you add on here on earth. And in heaven, isn't it the personality? It is when you are in afterlife, there is no negative things. So the personality is built on and developed of what you experience. So when you are in afterlife, there is no fear. That's why when I have this in hypnosis 2018, I was standing on a very, very, very small, thin, narrow cliff, and in front of me was a very deep, and I knew that if I fall down there, I should die. And I tried to hold me as much as I could in that cliff to not falling down. I couldn't go on the sides, and I couldn't go in the front of me. I had to standing still, and I didn't know what to do. In that case, if I had been on this planet, if I have not been in the spirit, then I had been so much in fear, so I think I should fall down in the ground and die. But I was in the spirit when I was in hypnosis, so I have no fear, but I didn't know what to expect, what should happen. And then it come an angel and helped me over to the other side of the cliff, over this deep that was between the cliff I was standing on and the other side, in the cave. It was like a big cave, and she come in the air, and he that did the hypnosis, he thought he was into this psychology way to think that he have learned, because he was a doctor in psychology. So he asked me, is it you that is coming in that like an angel? I say to him, it's coming a bright light, and then it's coming like an angel. And he asked me if it was me I saw. And I laugh a little, because I say to him that I have never been so slim in my whole life. I always have had a big body, not fat, but big, and like a man's body. And so I laugh when he asked that, because it was so far from me as it could be. and she helped me over to the other side. And it is like this. I didn't have any fear. I was waiting for something to happen. That was in a spirit way. But if I had been here on earth, I have been shaking of fear. I have maybe died because my heart stopped. But that was not in that way. And that's how it is in afterlife, that we don't remember any negative. We only know positive things. We don't take with us. You are free from the negative that you maybe have just now when you listen, that you are scared and you are worried about things in life. And I read today about someone that was so frightened to die, so she was running around to doctors the whole time. And we don't have that in afterlife. We don't have any fear. We don't have any depression. We don't have these negative things. But I tell you that it's forbidden to make suicide. You can't make a shortcut to come to afterlife and feel these only positive things. You need to go through this life first. You can't decide it because you are not God. So you need to suffering and hurt and have all bad things. You can't run away from it. It must going out from God's plan. Everything, and the plan for most of people, because we have our own mind. We can do our own decision. But the bad decision is to don't do suicide. That is the most worst you can do, or kill another person because you are frustrated over your own life, so you want to make people suffering and cry instead of you. And you can't do that. They know it in afterlife, and you are not going to come in and stay there. You can come into heaven, but you need to go through the court. And there in the court, if you don't now I don't have the word, so I describe it as that. If you be asked for forgiveness because you have been stupid, and you ask for forgiveness, you will get forgiveness and be on the heavenly meadow and running around there like a child. But it is up to the heavenly court to decide if you should not kill. And that means that you should not kill yourself either by stop eating food, for example, or take a knife into your body like that. That it's God that decide when it's time for you to to live here. And in that way that you can get forgiveness, but you will never be into the city, the golden city, but in the meadow you can be accepted, and that is not really the right place to be in, because you, as a child, you don't remember anything about your past life, even if it was a bad past life. You had moments that was good, and you will not remember anything of it. And it's not where you should target. You should at least come into the city. And the city, the walls around the city is not about the armies. It's about your personality, your way to live your life here on earth. It's it doesn't. You don't fit into that wall, so you can come into the city if you make your own decision on everything, instead of ask those in afterlife and God what to do with your life. You don't have any relationship with God when you can't ask what to do. I wanted to do suicide after coming back from United States, and I was homeless here in Sweden, but I had a little home that I have not chosen. I have got it from to not laying in the street homeless. I was there, and I got when I come back from United States, I got post-traumatic disease very hard on me. So I was really screaming in the bed and wanted to jump out from the window. I lived on the 3rd floor, so it maybe could have killed me if I have jumped out from the window. And I had to fight very hard against this. It was, of course, not my will, but the devil wanted me to jump out from the window. And I have to ask God to protect me, to God to let me fall to sleep and sleep until it was light, the morning again, and I was in a better mood and didn't want to have suicide. It was in the evenings when I should relax and fall to sleep. I was like that, and I didn't do it on my own. I asked God to protect me from make a suicide. I needed to, and I understand. I experience it. If I ask the archangels to come and fight for me, I did wrong, because then it'd be worse of evil things going on. So I understood that archangels is only to prayer for them to come and help when it's really, really, when you may be standing on a high bridge and someone will push you out from the bridge. Then you need to ask for help. You can't ask them for the guardian angels for every bad things going on in your life. It's when it is just when you should jump out from the bridge. You need to ask for protection. You need to pray for the protection in the ordinary way, to ask to look at you and protect you, and they will do it if you live your life right. And so you should not take the archangels in vain. And I come to understand that, to not do it. And after a time, I recovering from this post-traumatic distress. And I did it in that way that I was singing karaoke. I was singing karaoke every day, 2-3 hours. I was singing, and that I get oxygen inside my body. I got the lungs breathing, really breathing. That's it's very, very important that you may be not singing karaoke, but you need to go out and walk out, and not target those places where you can make a suicide. For me, it's still a little like going over the bridges that I can't. Someone want me to jump out from the bridge, but now is it easier for me to be over a bridge because I have my scooter, and it's a little much to do to jump over the bridge. I'm already over the bridge when I should go out from the scooter and jump out. So I can't do it anymore, and I'm thankful for that. So some things is negative, but it be positive in that way, that it helped me to it have been sometimes when I need to go over a bridge, and I do it, and I need to really, really target to reach the other side of the bridge. Really focus on my walk to the other side and not look on the side. That I learned about 2008. I saw this. I have just recording about it, that I was saw a tunnel. I was dead, and then I saw a tunnel, and I knew I need to focus on the other side, and that you need to do that. It doesn't need to be a bridge. It may be something you need to do, and then you don't focus on what you are doing. You are focused on when you have done it, on the other side of the bridge. Do you understand? You don't focus on what you are going to do. The focus should be when you have done it. And I learn also that when I have this It was a long time ago, but I have this war about my post-traumatic disease that I didn't. Instead of, I started to, every time I have done something good that I needed to do, and go to the doctor, go to the dentist, like that, I always go and drink coffee and eat some nice to eat, and I be bigger and bigger in my body, and then I find out one day that why do you spend the money to eat a big pizza when you can spend that money to do something like go to a movie theater, or spend the money for to buy some nice things that you see instead to eat it. You don't need that. You can give yourself something else than fat food like pizza. So that's what I did. I come to understand, and I know today that it was those in afterlife that sent me those thinking that I had to change my life in that way. And so it was do we take with us? No, because if we be reborn, if we have been one person here on earth, and then we go up to heaven, and then of some reason we are going to be reborn again on earth. And some people say it's the karma that decide it like that. But I don't want to go in on it just now, because I only try to focus and answer if we have this personality with us to heaven. We don't have that, because it is what we learn here on earth that is good, that we should store, and we store it in heaven. It says in the Bible that what you do here on earth, that you store up in heaven, and what you store up is only good things. Those bad things, you store up it in that way that they remember. They remember what you have done and what you have said here on earth. It's in their book of death. They have placed it in there. But you can take that. Your name can be out from the book of death and be in the book of life, in that way that you repent. Now I find the word. You repent, and really serious repent, that you crying out your heart for them, and you really, and you can't lie for them, because they know you, but they want you to admit it, that you want to repent, and that you understand what's wrong you have done, and that is going to be erased for you if you repent. And that, I tell you, that is not easy to repent. is really crying out your heart for them. It's not really so, I'm sorry that I did this. It's not like that. It's really very hard to bleed out, cry out your heart. So it's not that you, I can drink, I can make a suicide, and then I repent, and then I still going into heaven. It's not like that. They know you. They maybe know you more than what you know yourself. You can't lie for them. They can, if they feel some kind of sorry for you, they maybe place you back here on earth, and then you have to start one more life to pick up those positive things that is in life here on earth, but it's hard to find them because the devil have sent those that make life be so hard for us many times. And I know I have met people that have seems like they have everything in this world, but then when you dig a little deeper inside them, it's only the sure face of them that it seems like they have everything, but they are very sad. It's a crying child inside them, even if it look like they success. So you should not assume that someone in the top in the world have lots of money, beautiful cars and everything, big houses. They have everything. They may be missing a very important piece inside them. So you should not judge any person. I can feel sorry for people that is very, very stupid, but I don't say stupid to them. But I'm thinking like that this is crazy to do and say those things they are doing. And I can feel sorry for them. And a prayer inside me in that way that I hope that heaven, afterlife will shake them up to understand what they are doing in the way of killing themselves, in that way, how they live their life here on earth. Now we start over in heaven. In afterlife, it stores up the positive things that we have experienced and what we have done here on earth. It stores up, and it's graded in what you have done here on earth, if it's benefit what's in heaven. It's not what you have. It's not only what you have done here on earth for other people, but it's also what you store up in heaven in a positive way, for to make it be a happy life they have, all people, in some different layers there is. It's many rooms in heaven, but it means layers, that you create layers of your own in how you are living your life here on earth. And if the court, heavenly court, now can see that is some things missing for this person to be could be here on earth, be here in heaven, then they send you back if they see it. That's the mercy of those in the court, that you give a chance, more chance. And then is it that have been in some generation? I think that it have been a prophet in every generation, at least one prophet in every generation, that it's someone that have been sent back to earth because they are very close to heaven and they hear what afterlife is telling them, and then they do it. But like for me, they send me back as a woman, and a woman doesn't accept a female prophet. So that they, of course they knew that, but it was a test on earth. It was a test on people that live in this generation that I have lived in, to see if they could accept a female prophet. And they have not done it, so far at least. And now it seems we are on overtime, because the war all over the world it have started now. It is very close to the last day, very close to the last day. We have started wars around this planet in that way, that all those countries, nations that have the ability to could destroy our planet, they have started to do the war. And that's why we see it's the target the planets in the universe. And maybe they have not told us that they have maybe one planet they're going back to if it's something happen on this planet. So they have some plan. I think it's already done, that plan, but they don't tell us. They don't tell us. But afterlife is telling me now that that's what's going on. It's so very focused on what's in the universe, not university, universe. So that my thought of UFO aliens, I have met them and I have talked about it, that they exist and they will make us see them one day. It's gonna be like a covering around this planet of aliens coming, and I have already seen it. I told you last time I recording an episode that they are going to call out my name from the crowd of people. I am not in the big crowd. I am by myself, together with you that follow me. And we are, I will say, we don't know each other just now, but maybe we are going to the same place, you and me, and we meet each other in person, in that way, in a spaceship somewhere. And I don't care if people are laughing about me about UFO, but because I know they are true. They exist, and they were the first that was to me before afterlife. Those ancestors came to me. Before that was aliens and UFO target me and teach me about things, and they took me to Jerusalem, but I didn't know it was Jerusalem. But they showing me this golden roof, the mosques. So I know today that they showing me Jerusalem, and I have been both in the spirit and physical to Jerusalem. And I am more likely to accept that the spaceship is coming with the Messiah in the spaceship than that Messiah is coming walking in the clouds. So thank you for listening, and I hope you understand what I'm talking about, that we the personality here on earth, that is what we need to have here on earth. But we change when we come to heaven, because every negative, everything that will be negative, it will not come with us. It stay here on earth. It's not coming with us to heaven.